Good afternoon. My name is Mark Salinas. I'm the Arts and Culture Coordinator for Carson City. October is National Arts and Humanities Month, a coast-to-coast collective recognition of the importance of culture in America. Here in Carson City, we're raising arts awareness and celebrating arts by investigating our other city departments to see where arts appreciation and creativity lies. Today we're at the UNR Cooperative Extension office with Lindsay Chichester. She's the Extension Educator here in Carson City. So tell me a little bit about your department, your mission, what you guys do.
Okay, so Cooperative Extension is affiliated with the land-grant universities across the nation. So we're not unique here in Nevada, but it's a nationwide thing. And it's kind of if you think of it as a three-legged stool. So there's teaching and research, which traditionally happen on or near the campus. And then the other third piece of that is the outreach and engagement, which is extension. So we are out in the counties. We do more non-traditional teaching where, you know, maybe we're in a classroom, we're in a field, we're, you know, in the library, whatever it looks like. And then we also run programs like youth, 4-H, master gardeners, different things like that in each of the communities. So essentially almost every county has an extension office like ours.
So Lindsay, with all the subjects that the UNR Cooperative Extension tackles, tell me in what ways you've used arts or creativity or design to push your message or to engage different audiences.
So here in Carson, we have a day or week of day camps. And so in the past, we've taken them up to the UNR printing and press labs where they actually got to make paper. They've done photography camps. We've done some outdoor hiking and appreciating our natural beauty and natural art as well. And we always try to, in what we do with youth programming, STEM is a big deal. So science, technology, engineering, and math. And you know, then there's the debate on the A, whether it's arts or agriculture. And in our office, we feel that both are important. And so we try to incorporate that and bring that to our clientele.
I love how you're using the arts to hit every age that's out there. I mean, I know that even this year for the fair, you had a pretty large coloring contest and got a pretty good result from that too.
Yeah, and it's always fun to, you know, not only generate some excitement around the fair, but then also to encourage the youth in our community to tap into their inner artists and submit for the fair. And there's some fun prizes thanks to some donors in the community affiliated with it, so they don't have to be great artists.
Right. And so we took a look around your office and I picked a couple of pieces because the way you decorate your office not only reflects your family's history of ranching, but what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so some of the pieces I've picked up over the years and along the way in various places. This one I actually found at a flea market, and it's just an old way that they used to put up hay when they would swath the field. You know, they would gather it via horses and a lot of hard work, and so it's just looking at history through agriculture.
And tell me about these almanacs.
So once upon a time it used to be, well, and it still is, if you've ever looked at a current one, it takes into account, you know, the moon and the sun and the stars and how much daylight hours there are. So it offers helpful tips of, you know, when you should plant your garden and how you should plant it.
This science is still used today.
It is.
That's amazing. And tell us about this last piece right here.
So this piece, it was done by a friend of mine that I went to college with, and it's actually a picture of the Fort Hays, Kansas meats judging team.
Wow.
From 1913, and then he superimposed it and did some different things to it.
Lindsay, I love all the historic artwork in your office, but there was one, I'd say, contemporary piece that really caught my attention. Is it steer cowhide?
It is. It's so we would call it brindle, which just describes the look of the hide. And I know in dogs there's the same terminology.
Tell me about that piece because it's very different than the others.
Okay, so when I was in grad school, I worked at a meat lab. And
A meat lab. What's that?
So a meat lab is where someone would grow out and raise an animal until it was ready to harvest or slaughter.
Okay.
And then they would bring it to us, and we would take it from live animal all the way down to, you know, little packages that you would take home.
Okay.
And so oftentimes, you know, nobody wants the hides, or offal is what we call it. And so what we started doing is figuring out how we could cure our own hides and repurpose them. So we would set them up in 55-gallon barrels in the meat lab and essentially go through the tanning process of them.
Wow.
And then dry them. And then this one is cut in the shape of a buffalo, which is my alma mater's mascot.
So you raised that cow.
Someone else did.
Someone else did, but you cured that leather and then you cut that silhouette out. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Not many. That's not in every office you see here in Carson City. I've been in a few with this project. It's very cool. All this discussion about agriculture and livestock is making me hungry. Lindsay, thanks for showing me a little bit more about Carson City.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Appreciate
I appreciate
it.
it.
Yeah.